Alright guys, now we got the final part of this 3-part video I've been doing. We're going to combine them into Victory Saber. So I have them back in their flight modes. Because Star Saber has a combined vehicle and a combined robot mode. So before we get into this, there are some other couple of accessories I want to talk about. And that would be Holly and Fire. I didn't know where else to put these, so these were actually tier unlocks along with the shield. And to be honest, they're just repaints of some Battle Masters that came with Siege, so they're nothing to write home about. They transform very simply. Just fold out the legs, hold the back of him out, open the arms, and yeah, you see the problem. These guys are not very durable at all. Yep. And Fire just kind of transforms the same way. Yep. Yeah, these guys aren't really anything to write home about. They just kind of exist. Yay. They can still, if you want to, this isn't in the instructions, but they do still combine. Into a big gun, which I think looks better underslung because that's ridiculous. But if you want them to use a big old FU Micromaster cannon, then by all means. Personally, I just kind of leave these guys in vehicle mode and just put them behind Victory Saber, just kind of out of the way. So I'm somebody who, if I can, I try to use all the accessories in a set somehow, if I can. But let's combine them into their vehicle modes, or their super vehicle modes. So for Star Saber, we don't actually have to do anything. All the work comes from Victory Leo. So separate that, fold this piece back up, separate these, and we're going to fold those in. And then we're going to have to pull this up. That'll make this easier. And so these grooves on the side are going to slide into these slots. And then that's all going to close together. Like that. Push this piece in. That'll clip together. So now we're going to take Star Saber shield. You could probably move this piece back and connect the shield. Right there to kind of fill in that gap. Take the V-Lock cannon, plug it in right up front. Take the little gun, plug it in right up front. And there you go. You got Victory Saber in the combined flight mode. And I think it looks really cool. It can look even cooler if you take the included display base. Slide it in right there. And you can lock it in right there. And I think that looks really sick on the flight stand. I think it looks really cool. But that's not all it can do. The flight stand also has another mode. So like that. We'll go back to that. Now to combine him into Victory Saber. So we're going to separate all of this. We'll get back to him. So Star Saber's transformation is going to be basically the same as getting him into Star Saber mode. So since I already did that in Star Saber's video, I'm just going to kind of speed on through that. So, here we got Star Saber ready to go. Let's raise the camera because he is going to get bigger in this mode. But Star Saber, we'll go ahead and put his sword together too while we're here so I don't forget later. Star Saber is all set. So we're going to put him off to the side. And now Victory Leo. So now Victory Leo, he's actually going to separate right there. And it's actually going to split into 3 segments. So, we'll do the legs first. Separate these. Fold this piece out. Fold that tab in. Fold this up. Make sure the leg is lined up, and that'll plug in right there. Fold this piece out, fold that piece up. Same thing on this side. All right, now take Star Saber here. Fold his feet in. That'll plug in. It says there's an R on the bottom of that foot, so you know which foot they go to. And this one's an L, so right foot, left foot. Yeah, as you can see, he's already gotten significantly taller. Now we're going to take this piece. The lion head's going to fold in back there. Fold these pieces up. Fold that piece in. And this piece, we'll fold these, the antenna up to make this easier. We'll plug into the back. This piece will cut. Sorry for the random cut. I got a phone call from my grandfather while I was recording this part. So we're back here. I think it cut off as I connected the back piece, but we were basically done anyway. So here's Victory Saber in his full combined mode. And this is really where the set shines. I think he looks amazing. The proportions feel right. He was already pretty proportioned as Star Saber, but with the new wing pack and the boots, he just looks incredible. And it's funny, it's not much of a visual upgrade. He's just got new boots and new wings and new shoulder cannons, but it just works. And I think he looks incredible in this mode. Now, in this mode, he can still use the sword. And I'm going to show you how I display it, but, you know, still use the sword. And there's another feature I didn't show earlier because I think it works best for this mode. So if you plug the shield in, you can actually store the gun on the shield. There's a bunch of ports on it. And the shield does plug into the arm. Right up there. And I think it works wonders for this mode. And then finally, the V-Lock cannon. You fold this piece down. And this piece down. And it does slide into his hand. And then you can slide this piece once you get it in all the way. It might take some fiddling, but that does cover the hand. And now you've got the completed Star Saber is about to wreck you look. And he also does come with blast effect pieces. I currently don't have those with me. They're like in my garage storage unit, which is like a few miles away, and I just didn't feel like going to get them. But they're green. They're the same as Jetfire, Siege Jetfire's effect parts. So if you really want to know what they look like, do a Google search. But, oh man. And he's still just as posable as he was before. So you can get into some really dynamic looking poses. And this stand really does help with that. It plugs in right back there. And yeah, now you have Victory Saber flying out, ready to destroy some Destrons. And oh man, I can't believe in 2023 we have mainline versions of Fortress Maximus, God Jinrai, Star Saber, and Diatlas. All the Japanese leaders, all in this current line, all in relatively correct scale, and I just love it. And on top of that, you can have him with Optimus and Rodimus, so you have all the Autobot leaders from across the entire G1 continuity together. It's just amazing. But this guy, just taking that out of the equation for a second, this guy is one of the best Transformers that I have ever handled. Hasbro and Takara really outdid themselves with this guy. I'm glad he got funded, and he turned out wonderfully. I love this set. Getting it now is probably a bit of a chore because he was a Haslab. He was crowdfunded, so he might be hard to find. But if you can find this set, I absolutely recommend it wholeheartedly. This was my favorite figure of 2022, and it's one of my favorite Transformers figures of all time. I think it's absolutely incredible, and I think if you get your hands on it, and if you like the design, even if you don't like Transformers, if you just like robots, I would say pick this guy up because he has more of a Gundam aesthetic to him as opposed to strictly a Transformers aesthetic. And I think it turned out beautifully, and I have nothing but love and praise for this set. So thank you guys so much for watching this 3-part series. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this, I'll do more Transformers content for Anime Secrets. Just let us know in the comments below. And until then, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy.